So, welcome to another episode of the Pizzazz Podcast. And so, today we're going to talk about so many topics. But first of all, I want to discuss one thing with Mehdi that I was thinking about the slices of pizza, the YouTube page we have. I was thinking that as we will have to give a gap for around 6 months, I guess, 4 to 6 months in uh, in between.
Yeah, my admission.
So yeah, for admission. So I think we should like preserve some contents for that time. So as I am not getting enough time to edit those short clips, so I thought I will slowly edit those and process those videos and keep store them. And when our admission time will come, before our admission time comes, I will just schedule all the posts of our podcast that we did before admission, and then we'll continue again after admission. So in the admission period, the whole time, the slices pizza of the slices of pizzas. So that channel will be like active for the whole time. What do you think about this?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah,
And
because
but do you think we will have enough contents for like that amount of time?
I guess it will be more than enough, because if we don't upload regularly now, I mean the slices, but if we upload regularly now, then it will be hard to like uh, cover those 5 to 6 months or something. So yeah, as we are doing it for like 2 days in a week, so there are lots of contents. Uh, I guess there will be no short if we can edit all those and like keep them and store them. So I guess there will not
Uh,
be a problem.
yeah,
So
by the way, did you re-upload the second podcast on YouTube?
yeah, yeah.
Did you
I uploaded the second podcast.
mean
It
like
was a hassle.
it was
I had to,
issue with
yeah,
the copyright and stuffs you said?
yeah,
Like it was copyright claimed for
yeah.
the info.
So
So did you?
I edited that part and I deleted the intro part. I just kept the middle conversation. So I went to a website where it was written that it was clearly written that this website is like free. This website provides free like free music for
Copyright
podcasts.
music,
Uh,
free music.
yeah, I mean
Like the copyright musics.
yeah,
Like
royalty free musics. So
okay,
but the owner of the music somehow like did that he reported, and it said that it was not a huge problem, but as it was demonetized, I thought we should not take this risk, because he has the ability to like strike our page, strike our channel. So why should we give anyone the scope?
okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's the thing. And do you know that the city I live in, Chinaida, is the most suicidal city in the world? In the world, not world. I'm sorry, in Bangladesh.
You scared me for a second. Well, like it's scary still, but why? What's the reason? I mean,
Okay, let me explain. So, uh, there are so many reasons. First of all, the people of Chinaida get a lot of scope um, to do like do some like unethical things, because there are so many places where there is no people, and so they can take drugs, they can do drugs, they can hang out with random girls and these things. So what happens is most of the women suicides more than men, because of they're married with a person, and then they see that the person is not someone they thought about, like they thought that this person will be good, but they are not, they do this type of stuffs. But the main reason is like the people are sad. This is one reason. And as the people are sad, they uh, they provide the, like, they share the negative energy. So that's the reason. And another one is the weather. You will be surprised that the weather causes our, like, uh, our emotions or our happiness or sadness. It, like, influences that part. Do you know there is something, one kind of depression which is called winter depression?
No.
So winter depression
Yes.
is one kind of depression which happens in winter. For, like, not so many people are affected by this, but some people are affected. Like, when winter comes, they become sad, they feel depressed without no reason because of the weather. So the weather of Jinaida, the air of the whole weather is is suicide friendly, we can say like this. So for this reason it also happens.
Like, has something recently occurred?
Yeah, I saw a news where 154, I guess, around 150 people suicided in 1 month. It was 4 months ago
I mean, like in Chennai or
in
the
Jinaida,
whole
in only Jinaida.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what. So we were talking about suicide in the last podcast. So
Yeah.
did you face any friend who, like, who was feeling like this, like he should maybe suicide or like this? You ever thought?
Mm, I don't think so. Like,
So
not that too serious, I guess. Like everyone, I previously mentioned that like everyone goes through that phase where
yeah,
the idea of suicide comes to their mind, but like not too seriously.
I guess nobody knows someone else's pain until they communicate with them regularly. That's one reason you can say.
Yeah.
So one of my relatives committed suicide, and he, like, he was dead. So he was not a close relative. So he was a mental patient. Like, for some, he like, not mental patient, I can say, but he was like mentally unstable a bit because for a certain period of time, because of he used to study a lot, and that's why suddenly he was not like totally fine. So at one point he went to doctor, but yeah,
Like he was studying a lot. What do you mean by that?
like, as he was like too much studious, so he was not okay with his mental stability. When you read all the time, you don't go hang out with your friends, you don't communicate with someone else, it happens, right? So that's
Oh, you're kind of scaring me now. Okay. So,
no,
yeah.
it doesn't happen if you do it for a, like, particular period of time, but if you do it for a long period of time, then the effect is real.
Oh, okay.
So at one point he was upset about his sister his sister doing some stuff he didn't like. So that made
Oh,
him committed to suicide. So
was he being treated?
uh no, he wasn't. I guess I was not like, I didn't know. I heard this story, but like I didn't
Okay.
see from like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very complicated issue. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, in our country, like parents and children don't have that close connection with each other,
That's
so
a
like
real
they can
problem.
share their problems, and they're not prepared, right?
And yeah,
They like, begin their what should I say, like puberty, or I mean like young adulthood
Yeah.
They don't know the answers to their questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, some people get through, and
Yeah.
the others don't.
Yeah, it's like the learning process. If you get how to overcome it, then you can do it. Like you have to do
Yeah,
it yourself. You have no other option to go to psychiatrist, or like many few people get
not
that opportunity.
but yeah,
Do you think that the whole country is has a negative vibe? Everyone is uh, kind of like pulling that negative energy and sharing that negativity.
yeah, true. I think so. Like,
Yeah.
um, I believe in, like, if you are like spreading your good deeds
Yeah.
or your like spirituality. I don't think that's the right word. I mean, like your positive energy,
Yeah.
the others will feel encouraged
Yeah.
and will try to do the same. Like nobody is going to be good or like be humble to you in the first place. You have to be the one. I think
Yeah.
so. Like in our society,
Exactly. And that
nobody is going to do anything for you
exactly.
if
Yeah.
you don't like break. Yeah, uh, break the ice or no, not break the ice. I mean, like
If you
I forgot the phrase. Like you have to do it first.
yeah, you have to be the first one to start it. So uh, coming to the point that uh, that negative energy, do you know about like quantum science and the relation with quantum science, like our regular life, the relation of our regular life with quantum science?
No.
So let me explain that um,
Yeah.
so this is a new field that people are discovering. So suddenly one scientist discovered that it really happens scientifically. He has seen that suppose you are in America and your mother is in Bangladesh. You don't have any communication uh, for maybe 2 days. So suddenly you were feeling sick and you died. Your mother doesn't know that. Like, no, there is nobody to tell her. So but she will somehow feel that something is wrong. So that happens because of quantum science. How does it happen? I don't know. But if I like I listened to one of the speeches of Mahmoudullah Hassan Shohag. He said this thing that it happens like this, that in everything of our life, that if you talk about like if you talk about the thing, that the positive energy, if you share the positive energy, it really makes a person positive who is around you. If you share a negative vibe, it like it makes the person beside you negative. So it really affects us somehow scientifically.
Okay.
As I don't know clearly, so I can't like put it like in the right way, but I just could like just tell you.
Okay.
So why do you think that people of Bangladesh pull that negative energy so much? What are the main reasons?
Maybe like we are not the developed country. Like we are in the process of
So
developing. Like we are
yeah,
actually start. We haven't done much,
yeah.
but we are starting. So
So
it will take time, I guess, for like the happiness index to go up. Maybe.
so do you think an American person, an average American person, is happier than a normal Bangladeshi guy?
I mean, like if you put it in a statistically way, I think
Yeah, if you
maybe.
if you see the statistic, I think they are. But as at the same time, as I
Oh,
listen to the
okay, okay.
thing stories, uh, I see that the one American guy hangs out with 4 or 5 girls. Then suddenly he understand that uh, that this thing feels so fancy at the first, but when he hangs out with them, he does those like adult stuffs, and suddenly he feels so much lonely. He feels so much low. Uh, he doesn't like. He thought that it will be fun, but it doesn't. It is not fun at the end. Nobody. He has no faith in like real true relation. True relation is more than like physical affection or physical connection. So
Yeah,
people
true.
don't feel it there. That's why their divorce rate is so high. Their like most of the children go through those phase where their parents are separated. They don't get the care of their proper care of their parents, and suddenly they go to a way which is not ethical or correct. They do drugs and stuffs, and they become the replicate of their parents.
Yeah.
So
So
if I
everyone
see
thinks
that from that
that,
perspective, that seems like they shouldn't be happy.
yeah, maybe, but like we see themselves as happy, I guess. I mean, like they have fancier cars, fancier maybe roads, cleaner roads, I
Yeah,
guess, advanced
in picture
technology.
it looks so good, but I was scrolling to Facebook and saw one post. Did you see it, that it's not Newark or something, it's Bangladesh, that kind of someone has posted a video clip, short video clip of a street.
No, like
So it was
is
looking like New York City. So I think
okay.
it looks more attractive in videos, or like when you take drone shots of a maybe mountain hill, it looks so good. But when you see those from your eyes, and and if you face those like environment for a long period of time, it is not something which is so something attractive or like this,
Overwhelming.
I guess.
Yeah.
This thing. So
Okay, but New York is actually, I mean, pretty cool.
uh,
I mean, the yeah, what state is it? I mean, like the Central Park, the Empire State Building.
I haven't
Are you
seen.
familiar with them?
Yeah,
Are you familiar with them? The Empire State Building,
no, I'm not
Central
familiar
Park.
with this. I heard that Center Park, but I can't uh, put the image and the name together.
Yeah, okay. So the Central Park is basically a park which is situated at the center of New York.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so a rectangular shape.
oh, I saw.
But yeah,
Yeah, I saw a vlog of Tasan Khan, singer Tasan Khan, where he went
okay.
to Center Park.
Like, um, I mean, like for that park,
Yeah.
the areas around them are like very expensive.
All right. I understand.
Like,
So
yeah, New York is very much expensive.
expensive. We, I think we overrate their lifestyle.
Mm, don't know if you think being rich is overrated, then yeah, it is.
Being rich, not being rich, because uh, look, if you have a like, uh, what I would say, let me put it in this way: that if you have a fancy car in Bangladesh, it will be something like you have gone to the elite class, or so you feel like so premium. But if you buy that same car in America, you will not feel that premium, because most of the people have car. They don't, they're used to see those things. So being rich in Bangladesh is far more, feels far more premium than being rich in America, to me, as from this perspective.
Um, I don't know. I don't agree because like
Yeah.
you are gonna feel like the difference between the rich and the average or middle class family. They are two. I mean, like yes, I mean they all of them have cars,
Yeah.
but like the middle aged family will have some maybe like Corolla or something
Yeah,
like
no,
their
no, I'm not saying
but
that them I can differentiate between them, but if you buy the best car, even they already seen the best car in their town, because there are so many rich people there. That's what I'm trying to mean.
but still they're going to value you more
Yeah, they
than the
are
others,
going to
right?
value me, but I don't think it is so easy to be someone like top of the New York City, someone one of the richest, because there is the huge competition. You are coming from coming from a culture which is different. So when you go to that culture, you have to learn so many things. Then you have to like, there is still racism in America and those countries, so you have to go through that phase, and then it gets so hard to go to that level of, like, where you get uh, that position, right?
Yeah, true, but we will never know if we, like unless
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go there.
Actually, yeah, that's the thing, that we have to go there to explore what's the reality. So did you see the movie? Well, I can't remember the name. It was like uh,
With the context, I'll
okay,
try to guess.
I'm giving the context. So it was made around for 15 years with one child.
Oh,
So he growing up in America. Uh, so what's the
oh,
difficulty he's facing and these stuffs?
mm, I think I have heard of the movie, but yeah, I
It was a
can't remember
so
the name.
yeah, it was a so slow paced movie. So you won't maybe like it if you want to like enjoy a movie, but if you want to see their context, you should watch that movie. It was made for 15 years, I guess 15 years or more. uh, yeah, less maybe. So to film that whole life of a, like, of a teenager boy, like how his life starts, and his parents separates, then how are their connection with their parents, what they face when they grow up and go to college, and their friend circle, they all are doing drugs and stuff. How do they cope up with them? That's the thing, reality of them.
Yeah. Were you talking about a Boyhood? I mean, the
Yeah,
name of
yeah,
the movie?
yeah. I'm talking about that
Okay,
movie.
boy.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Okay. No, no, I haven't.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna put it in my bucket list of movies.
Yeah, you should, if you want to see their context. So uh, as we are talking about that part, that why are we more negative than Americans and that part of the world? uh,
Okay.
so from my perspective, um, I think that uh, our we are not grown up ethically so much. That's the point. I will talk about it later. But another thing is, there are so many things to be negative, because you are facing a 3 hour jam on road doing nothing, looking at people, they're sweating. That thing is horrible. If you face it for years, this is the worst thing you can imagine. You're doing it every day. So I guess that
so relate to that.
you're feeling. I am I am blessed for one reason, that I am in Chinaida and there is no sign of jam or these things in Chinaida. So I'm feeling the like moment. Yeah,
They're so peaceful. I mean,
that's so peaceful. Yeah, I feel like I should one day I should come back to Chennai and live here because of the pace. But at the same time, I think of the suicide rate.
oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, village life. I mean, not village life, but this life is so much enjoyable. Like I enjoy this life so much because I go to pool or uh, go to any what is this? What is this called? That machine where
Fields.
feels like
Oh,
the machine where water comes from. That storage machine or something like that. Storage machine,
uh,
right?
pumping house. I mean,
Pumping
like,
machine, or yeah, that thing. So we used to shower there. So that's
oh, really?
fun. Yeah,
That's interesting.
I will send the video to you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, another aspect that I was talking about, that the moral thing, that if you see the data, or if you just don't see the data and just like see from a general perspective, the people
Okay.
of this part, that South Asian region, they are more religious than they're obviously more religious than the American or the Western part. But still, if you see the ethical part, most of the people of us are not ethical. But the Americans, they don't follow religion. I mean, not all, but I'm talking in general. They don't believe so
Yeah,
much in religion, but they're still more ethical than us, having all those problems, having they have all these things allowed. So is that a thing which makes us more negative?
do you really think they are more ethical? Like, okay,
if I, if I
I mean,
if
like,
I ignore America, if I talk about Canada, if I talk about England, I
okay,
guess.
okay, then you can say that. I mean,
Yeah,
like, Americans, I don't agree.
I
Sorry, I
actually
don't
I
mean
was
to be
yeah,
disrespectful to anyone, but yeah, that's
yeah,
that's true.
I agree that Americans, if I talk about Americans, there is no such word I can say Americans, because all people are from outside,
Yeah, true.
so
Like,
they
if
shouldn't
you
be feel buttered.
look at the Japanese, I
Yeah,
mean, like, or the Koreans, they're actually doing pretty great.
yeah.
So do you know, like, the Japanese history, like what their ancestors do back then?
uh, I don't know much about them, though I work in Connect Japan.
Okay. So I I don't know myself that much actually, but
Yeah,
I can say this much: like, they were pretty like cruel. Like, they used to like kill people like very cruelly, and
yeah, I heard about this.
the-
Continue.
yeah. So I guess the transition between back then and now is like pretty huge, you
So
know.
one of my teachers, he used to teach me at home. So his grandfather was a ship, I mean, captain of a ship, which when the World War II was occurring, and he was in like fighting as with the Japanese, like as Japanese, and not as Japanese as a Japanese citizen, but not as Japanese. He was Bangladeshi, obviously. So
Okay.
the thing is that my teacher told me that which changed Japan is that war, like that war. I mean, that
Okay.
World War was the thing that made them like feel that thing, that the 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 I mean, what I would say.
The loss comes with the
Yeah,
war, I guess.
yeah, the loss comes from wars, or they lost their parents, or they lost a generation of them, which feels so something of a, like, so it hurts so much, right? So they promised themselves that they will never be a country which fights with people. They will show that they can prosper in life with love and peaceness and peacefulness. So that's what
Yeah,
they are doing right now. Yeah,
and like they're succeeding in that.
actually, they are a country to follow. Actually, in terms of spreading like this kindness.
True, very true. Who doesn't like the Japanese and Korean people? I mean, like the South Koreans are doing pretty good
The
recently.
normal Korean people are actually good, but the like if I say about the authority, they're so bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Did you read that book of a? Um, Let me see that I can. Can I just uh, give me a moment?
Okay,
I'm
sure.
finding that video. Yeah. So a girl who was from North Korea, you know that a person who is from North Korea can't escape from North Korea, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So her name was Yonmi Park. So he wrote a book which gone viral. So he
Oh,
managed to escape from North Korea. So he shared her journey through that book, and it was like, I didn't read that book, but she gave a speech at maybe TED Talks or somewhere else.
okay.
So
I think I
that is,
know about her.
did you?
Yeah, I mean, like I watched some videos,
All right,
and I think I watched the documentary. I guess like
you watched.
they
Yeah.
explained everything there.
All right.
Yeah, it's very tragic.
So I feel lucky when I see these kind of stories, that we at least live in a country where you can, like, we have some sort of like freedom, though we
True.
don't have
Yeah,
the much.
yeah, like yeah, this is the best we can get. I guess
Yeah, I guess that's
for now. Maybe. Like the future can, I think, holds much higher possibility of good things. Maybe I don't know.
but I think I was listening to a podcast yesterday where they were saying that world runs like a sine curve. Like when the developed country is at the peak, you are at the low. When you are at the peak, the developed countries are at the peak, at the low. So England is facing the economical problem, a huge problem in their economy. So maybe the wave is changing. Maybe Bangladesh is developing, and we will go through the peak. This is the moment. I mean, the future,
Yeah,
upcoming future.
like I was doing some research,
All right.
like about the global economy and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like Asia countries are like progressing very fastly or rapidly.
Yeah,
Like their
I
economy
know about this.
growth is very high.
Yeah.
But the other side, the USA or the Europe, I mean, like they don't have anything new. Like
Eh,
they are actually hiring people from the Asia, right? They are getting
exactly.
the brain. Like uh, just think about like when the I mean, like people from Asia won't go there. Like they
Yeah.
will stop. Like I mean, if you are bringing 5 to 10,000 people from Asia in a year, like you will get the 10,000, but like the rest of the brains are still there, like like in the Asia.
Yeah.
Well, are you getting my point? Like
Yeah, I'm
They're
getting.
gonna get there like in a few year. I believe I believe that. So
Huge
I
possibility
think
if
the next revolution will be in Asia. Asia or Asia.
Asia.
Like
Yeah, we should not
Western,
we should not pronounce as Americans because we feel proud of being Asian. So we'll talk
Asia.
about this like this. This accent
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
much peaceful.
yeah. I mean, like, uh, we actually pronounce the to and the ko
Yeah,
very like nicely. I think it's
yeah. I
good.
feel so satisfying when I listen to the raw Indian or Pakistani talking in English.
Yeah, that's I think nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. So, are you familiar with the word brain drain?
What? Sorry,
Brain drain.
brain drain.
Yeah.
No.
So simply that is brain drain where people from Asia are going to America to develop their countries. So they are buying our brains. So in India, the amount of reverse brain drain, that means they're going to America, they're taking the education, they're coming back to America, I mean India, and they're developing their country is like growing up rapidly nowadays. So it is a huge
If you don't mind,
sign. Yeah,
can I add something here? If you don't
obviously.
mind. Okay. So, like, if you look at Saudi Arabia or the Arab countries, like USA is buying their oils.
Yeah.
You know, I- at the Arab countries were very, very rich. I mean, like, uh, they're still rich, but everyone knows that they're going to be in a huge crisis
Obviously.
very short. So I think the same is going to happen to America. Like they don't what where their resources. I mean, like their industries and all that kind of stuff. Like people go there for work, right? Nothing
Yeah,
else.
nothing else.
Everyone goes there
And
just
those
to
who believe in angels, I mean,
yeah,
all
right. Like
right.
yeah, if you think yeah, I mean, like I have mentioned it earlier,
Yeah,
they're not going to have new inventions or new technologies or new ideas.
yeah,
So yeah, people will stop going there,
yeah.
like for the jobs and all. So America is going to be say in the same state as Arabic countries, like maybe like the oil
We hope
reserve.
so.
Maybe, like yeah, it's
It's
maybe
already started happening. So,
stretched, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, like my point was a bit kind of stretched. Like this is not going to happen in like 30 to 40 or 50 years, maybe. I mean, like people won't notice it.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
people
after
will
50
suddenly,
years.
in a snap, they'll see that things has changed.
Yeah, maybe.
This
Okay,
happens.
so
That
please,
happens like this. Yeah,
yeah, please carry on with the topic. I
yeah.
actually.
So, did you know this information that before that era where the Europeans led the educational system, all the people came to the uh, came to Harvard, Cambridge, or these top universities to study. All the top universities were from Islamic countries, and they were the Muslims were ruling back then. All the top universities were uh, the Muslim used to rule those universities.
Yeah, yeah. I think
So
I have
yeah,
heard.
so at that time, Americans, Europeans, I mean, and not Americans, I mean, people from England, people from those countries, white people in general. So they used to go there, used to read in those Arab universities and come back to their countries to develop their countries. And that's how Europe made it. It took 400 years to uh, develop Europe like that. So the problem with us is we don't feel that we should take the resources from them and then come back to us to develop ourselves. We go to them and sell us. That's the problem, that we Muslims are not I guess where is the problem? Like, are we not wise enough? Why the Arabs are doing this? That they know that this doesn't have any future. They're just restaurant business and the the oil business. They can like prosper with this too. I don't get any point. That why are we doing this? Yeah,
I think what do they call their? I mean, like governing party or governing side. What do they call that? Do you know anything?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I actually don't know. This has to stop. Actually, like there shouldn't be any bacha or like that, because they are actually ruining the country.
That's true.
Like the name Saudi, it actually came from the leader of the time. Yeah, previously it was named, I guess, the Arab, maybe.
Arab or something
Sure,
like
I'm
this.
not sure, but
Arab something like this.
yeah, like I think the rulers are not worthy, and at the same time not.
I feel like they're the rich. Yeah.
I mean, like they're not experienced and they don't know what they're doing.
I feel like they're the like rich kids of their parents who used to have their meal with the golden spoon, and now they're coming to the rule.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, as I was talking about this topic, so I had to add one point that I let me have a minute. Like,
okay, sure.
Yeah. So the news portals play a bad role here. That they romanticize those people who go from Bangladesh and work at Google or Facebook. How many international people like see the list of how many Bangladeshis are working at Google or working at Facebook? This is not a very like we should not take so much credit for it. On the other hand, they are not highlighting that part, that startups from Bangladesh like Pathao, they are doing that great. There are so many startups who are trying to do well. So doing these works for your country and you're not getting the highlight, and those people who are selling them for maybe the good, for some good deeds, I'm not like blaming them, but the problem is they're highlighting them more than these people.
Yeah, I mean, like the medias are from that country. I guess they will vouch for their own country, maybe.
Yeah, so sad that they don't like. Maybe that's the thing. So yeah, we are talking about this. Yeah.
If you want to talk about another topic, I mean,
we are talking about this. We are talking about this topic for a long period of time. Do we have time?
Yeah.
So we can. So I'm pulling one back. Are you adding some? Yeah. So do you have any like other topic to talk about?
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay. So first talk about this.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the heading or title will be excuses.
All right.
Like if you are doing something bad, like ethically bad or morally bad, in your society, but you think, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. I actually like doing this. But the other people around me are not liking it. I mean, like it's not morally right, so everyone is going to neglect you for that. So then you start making up excuses that no, I actually do that this for this reason, that reason, and
Yeah,
etc.
I feel so lonely. These people for this age
Yeah,
should
yeah,
go to a relation.
yeah. Yeah, like yeah, when do you make up excuses? Like
When,
when you try to validate your wrongdoings, right?
yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So um, after some time, people will start believing in your excuses. They will think, no, okay, actually, he's true. He or she is true. I think that's also, I mean, like what?
We should
Uh,
legalize.
go- that also goes with me. So I think I should do it too. So
Yeah,
that's
that
how
actually happens.
wrongdoing spreads around, right? So my point of talking about is like the Western culture. Like,
Yeah,
why did it come in our country and spread so fast?
because of
I
the
think, mm,
because
I
the
think this,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
please
You
go ahead.
continue.
Okay, so in our country, like people suffer, I think, suffer from inferiority complex.
Yeah,
They think their culture is like lame. They are not their culture is not educated one. The
yeah,
Western culture is like more superior to them.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, this is the excuse that
yeah.
Western is cooler than us. So I should do it, or I must do it. So yeah, people are like, if you open up a TikTok
Yeah,
and watch some Bangladeshi ones,
yeah,
you will like see the rich kids or spoiled kids doing TikToks, and
yeah.
they have
I
a
see that.
circle of their own. Okay, so
Yeah,
I mean, I don't wanna like like disrespect everyone. Like, it's
yeah,
online and everyone might watch it.
yeah,
So yeah, like they think they're very cool and stuff. They're you won't like notice that they're in Bangladesh. You will first feel like they're in I mean, like in the US or European countries.
I
Like
felt
their behavior and activities to, tells the same.
I felt this when I went to Dhaka last time. That I saw a huge change in this, like 2 years, maybe 3 or 2 years. I saw a huge change in people.
I mean, like, do you think it's actually good in any way?
All right. So first of all, that
I would like to know. Okay.
yeah. So first of all, we should obviously do one thing in our country. We should, all of us should spread one thing, that the definition of coolness. That's where people that's where the problem happens. That we, most of the teenagers, cannot define what is coolness. That's why we start smoking. That's why we start doing these unethical stuff, because it feels cool at this age, because this age feels like this, that we should do something out of the boundary. So that's the one thing. uh, so that's why people, I think this is it does come from as you were talking about, it does come from the inferiority, they feeling inferiority about their culture. So the American culture or the Western culture are proceeded like this, and they're shown like this on the internet, that this is the thing you should follow. This is the new trend. So the word trend is the problem, that every time you follow the trend, you see that something lame is happening and everyone is following. You suddenly feel like, yeah, it is normal. I should also do this. So that's why that thing happens. So as your question was, is this ethical? Is this good in some way or in any way? It would be good in one way, at least one way, if we followed them like 100%. We follow only the bad parts of the Western people. We follow that they do drugs. We follow that they hang out with random people. They do they like
Yeah.
talk
So
adult things on Tinder. They did like that, those things. But we don't follow that they are also doing hard work after doing the party. They're doing hard work. They're maybe a bit more ethical than us. They're following the uh, they're helping people, they're smiling at people, they're asking people how are they. These things we miss out of their culture. If we have to follow them, we have to follow them 100% properly.
yeah, that was a very, very, I mean, interesting and good answer.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
What do you
first
think
of
that?
all, I think
Yeah,
we have to stop the excuses. Like, no, you can't. There's, I mean, there should be the motto. You can't. If you want it, no, you cannot do that.
actually,
Like people think I can do whatever I want. I
this is
can
my life, my
just
rules.
my life, my rules, etc. It's not like that, and it shouldn't be. I mean, like
Actually,
if you have the choice of your life,
yeah.
I mean, why don't you like go? What do you call like carefree? I mean, carefree person, and like don't do any kind of work and go roam around. You won't
So
get going to get any food, anything. I
yeah,
mean, like the basic needs fulfilled, right?
yeah,
And if you put the basic needs aside,
yeah,
like the moral side, I'm now talking about the moral side.
yeah,
You are going to face the problems in your sometime in your lifetime. I
yeah.
I believe like uh,
Obviously,
the previous mistakes you had done. Like
yeah,
you have already mentioned about this. Like
yeah,
at the beginning of this podcast.
yeah.
Like if you uh, are doing unethical things or some like the my life my rules things,
Yeah,
you are gonna realize very soon that you are not doing it you are not doing the right thing, and
yeah,
you should stop.
yeah.
But yeah, people realize it when it's too late. It's very common for everyone, I think. People are
Exactly.
not going to hear from you, like they're not going to take your advice.
Ekdom. Really
Yeah,
coming from
I think
inside, man.
this should be in our slices of pizzas.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to explain my 3 points. So
Okay.
why do I want to break down? So I want to explain that first. That why I think why they do this. Why do they follow those trends and follow their culture more? First of all, you said that they feel that this is coolness. So first, they don't see the consequences. They don't see that we are doing it right now. It's fun. It feels like I am cool. But what are the consequences? If we hang out with someone random, it will make me feel alone at one point of life. I will not feel anything like I have. I'll not have the faith in like the normal human relations. Then the second part is uh, they as I said, they don't feel the consequences. Okay, so the second one is let me rethink. So I don't know why my short-term memory is so bad. So the second part. All
Yes.
right. All right. So second part. Okay. So
Uh,
let's move
yeah.
on.
Sure.
I'll talk about this later. But first, let me explain that why should they follow? Why religion plays a huge part if we follow religion properly, and if they followed religion properly, that they don't have the they don't have the correct definition of religion. That's the problem. Your religion, they think that their religion is making them, yeah, so that's the thing, that they feel like their religion is making them, or their society is making them conservative. They're restricting them. I was talking about this in inbox with you. Do you remember? Like a part of it. Are you there, Mehdi? All right. So let me continue.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I didn't notice I was muted.
All
I
right. So
was actually talking to you. Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't notice.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
please go on.
yeah. So as I was saying, that they feel like their religion and everything is restricting them. So they don't know the difference between restrictions. I mean, the healthy restrictions versus being conservative. So let me explain this. That what is Islam? Islam is a lifestyle. So what if we go deep? Uh, what are the tools that makes Islam a lifestyle that we need to follow? Namaz, Roja, Hajj, or if I talk about not telling lies, not spending time, like not wasting your time. This is also a part. So I think these all are the tools that makes a healthy lifestyle. These are the tools which makes us productive as a person and happy as a person as well as. So we miss out that point, that Islam has those tools which are not which are not oriented like future oriented, or the next life oriented, or if I say the akhirat oriented. So it also has the positive effects in our this life, that if we follow that, we will be eventually a happy person. So we follow. So if they would know that the difference between the restrictions and the healthy restrictions and the conservative things, so I think they would not feel like their religion is backdated or something like that. So that's a point they miss out. I feel sad about that so much.
Yeah, that's so true. And I actually don't have anything to add to that.
All right.
But I think people should be more serious about what they're saying, what they're doing.
Actually, they should. Yeah, as I feel so upset when I see the psychiatrists of Bangladesh tell about this, that the we are following the Western culture so much and coming back to the psychiatrists, as we are not rooted with that culture, we cannot tolerate that. So we go through a
Yeah. I
very
mean,
bad phase. Yeah.
why don't everyone talk about the problems? I mean, why isn't it so popular, like in topic wise, like the problems with the Western cultures? And like everyone thinks it's cool, it's cool. Like, like in Bangladesh, the goth and emo thing is
Yeah.
being very popular recently.
Yeah.
I mean, like so cringe.
Yeah,
So
people like
cringe.
you and me,
Yeah.
we all can influence. I guess we all have the power to influence. We if we
Yeah.
Because I guess the thing we are missing out is most of our the people who feel has the intellectuality, or like not I would not put like this. I would say like people who try to think about things, they should come forward. They are not coming forward. They are not talking online. Like they're somehow they maybe they're feeling shy, or they don't feel like we should change people. They're already enough negativity. They somehow also don't use the social media as a like as a tool to reach out more people. So if they come, you come, I come, and all of us uh, talk about this, maybe the positivity will suppress the negativity. As most of the people we see on social media, they are following the Western culture. We feel that normal. If most of the people, there are still a lot of
Yeah.
people who are like this, that who think about these things and who don't follow this. So if we people come and say that this is right, this is wrong, I guess that will make a huge change.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I think
I think
everyone
that's
should come
something
to.
should
uh,
take a point from.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think every one of us should come to content creation, or like use the social media as not a user, use it as a creator.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, that's my point. So uh, I guess we had a lot more topics to talk about. So I don't think we should continue more, because as you didn't have enough sleep last night, and I give priority to people's sleep, because I
Okay.
believe that in life these three things are really important. That your health, then the first thing is your health, then comes the second priority, your relationships with anyone, and uh,
Yeah.
then the wealth part. So as health is the first priority in my life, so I have to give priority to others' life. So we can end here. And before ending,
Okay.
okay, before ending, I just want to add one point, that as I was talking about relationships, so why people feel lonely, that is an interesting point. That is an interesting point. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Suppose
True.
you are one of my friends, closest friends, so you care most about.
What do I have to suppose that?
So
Am I not?
yeah. So no, I'm not talking like. So yeah, so
Okay, I was
um,
joking. Okay, please go
yeah,
on.
yeah, 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 obviously. So you have many groups, like you have there most 5 to 4 important peoples in your life, who with whom you talk daily, maybe your father, your mother, um, your maybe loved ones, or that is the class where there is 5 to 4 people. And there are, so we um, we take it as a, like, group A. All right, then comes the group B, where you have the friend circle, Asif, Saihan, all of us, like we have a group, like, right? So this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
group B.
Right.
Let's take group C, where you have all the friends of Shaheen, all the friends from
Yeah, you
Naruto.
can say,
Yeah,
yeah, you can say that.
yeah. So there, that is a huge number. So 5 people from group A, 15 people from, or 20 people from group B, 100 people from group C, and there is 400 people you have like connection, not a regular connection, but you have connection with. So if you regularly interact with at least one of those 4 groups, then you can say you are not a lonely person. You will not feel lonely. But if you talk regularly with your parents, but you don't talk to the friends from your 15, I mean group B, then you will feel lonely.
Well, that was a very interesting point you
Yeah,
made there.
we
I
think
mean,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
But like prior, if you think this situation as the least, I mean the priority wise.
yeah,
So, like if you don't talk with your group A people for like 1 week, don't you think you will feel also lonely?
yeah, yeah.
Like they are the
I mean, there is a time span. If you
okay, okay,
if you don't talk with group A for 5 days, that will affect more than not talking with group B for 5 days.
okay, okay, okay.
So that's how the whole
Yeah,
thing works. So why I
yep.
told this was because most of us focus on one point, that I have one person in life. I'll talk with her every time. I'll share everything with her. I'll not feel lonely. But that's not true necessarily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So yeah, we talk to your closest ones and not closest ones regularly, and we wanna end with that note. So Mehdi, do you want to end with any note?
Okay. My ending point will be like,
Yeah,
I think take your time in like what you desire the most. I mean, like be
yeah,
responsible and like be ready for the choices you make in your life. Like
That's so
I'm
important.
yeah, I'm like making this choice. Okay, I'm ready to face the consequences. Like you have actually told me about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
so that's that. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking
when
on
did I tell
massive
you?
levels. I think
Uh,
you told me like in maybe previous podcast or like in
yeah,
Messenger, I guess.
I guess in the
Maybe.
previous podcast, maybe. Yeah, we both talked about this.
So yeah, I think everyone should be very, very, very responsible. I mean, like towards anything.
Yeah, actually.
Mm,
So we
if
will
you are
maybe.
being carefree, like it will help you in. I mean, like in zero manners, I guess.
Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah, that's
so
well
that's it.
said. So we will we have a lot of things to talk about our generation. We will maybe talk about this next in the next podcast. So you know what to do when you if you want to listen to that the bitching about our generation. So come to the next podcast. You are
Yeah,
most
the
welcome.
Gen Zs.
Yeah, and goodbye. Peace.
Okay, bye.